Okay, CAA week continues tonight with the Hofstra men.
Yeah, the Pride looking to bounce back from a 2019 campaign riddled by injuries, hoping that health and more experience pays dividends here in 2020.
You can't say they didn't battle last spring. 9 of their games decided by 2 goals or less. Went 4-5 in those games, finishing 5-9 overall, 2-3 in conference play. They lost that 4th place tiebreaker to Drexel, missed the conference tournament for the first time since 2015.
Ryan Tierney, coach's son, he's back for his senior year after being the leading scorer for the Pride a seasons ago. He led the Pride in points by a wide margin, 55 of them, scoring 42 goals, 13 assists. Also led the CAA with 4 goals a game, second in points per game, earning all CAA first-team honors.
Dylan Mcintosh should be a big difference maker for the Pride. Only played in 8 games last year because of a jaw injury. Ended up with 14 points on 12 goals and 2 assists in 8 games.
Tough guy. Played with his jaw wired shut, I believe, at one point.
Not easy.
Last season. They've also got redshirt junior Bobby Casey back in the cage. Started 14 games in goal last year, making double-digit saves in 10 of them. Made 17 saves in the late-season win over UMass. For more, Tom is with head coach Seth Tierney.
Okay, so we bring in Seth Tierney now. And Coach, I was just going over your schedule from last year, and you did play in the record, was 5-9, probably not what you wanted, but you had a lot of close games in there. How do you sort of get some of those goals that you didn't have to sort of get over the top this time around, this year?
Yeah, certainly we got hit by the injury bug pretty good, and I know that it's a physical contact sport, but we lost, at one point in time, we had 4 out of our 6 top offensive players out. And it was tough to recover from. Awfully proud of the guys. Some of those 1-goal games could have went either way with some guys down. So the goal is to try to stay as healthy as we can. Got a couple guys back that we lost last year to some pretty severe injuries, and some new guys in. So we're excited to get going.
Yeah, who's sort of looked the best here in the fall in terms of, standing out a little bit more that can help lead the squad coming up this spring? I know, obviously, you've got your Ryan coming back this spring as well, and your leading scorer.
Yeah, so Ryan's back, but Dylan Mcintosh, after breaking his jaw during the season, he was back and looked pretty good during the fall. Brian Herbert looked good. Keegan Santos looked good. Eric Wentz, again, popped his hamstring, stretching before the Towson game, and he was out for a couple weeks. Michael Altman is looking good, and Dom Pryor as a junior now, things are coming together, and we'll have a good fight in the goal. So again, looking forward to a couple of young guys. Sterling Audrey is now a sophomore. He had a pretty severe shoulder injury versus UMass, and so it'll be good to have everybody back, and now we just got to keep them there.
Yeah, you mentioned Dylan Mcintosh as a guy for you guys coming back, and it seems like he's a guy that can really make your offense a little bit more dynamic, right, when he's in there?
Yeah, he just adds another powerful punch on that right side of the field, balances things out, and without him last year, we were a little bit one-dimensional, and it was hard because of the injuries. So we're looking forward to changing some things up this year, and certainly getting some new guys in the mix as well.
You mentioned obviously coming back from the injuries too, but when it comes to improving upon the last couple of years here, I think 2017 was you went like 11-3, something like that. Where do you sort of start building back to that point in terms of being healthy and sort of establishing sort of that level again?
Yeah, listen, we got it's there, and we need some things to bounce our way a little bit, but you earn that stuff. And so today was day 1 out on the practice field. It was a solid day 1. I don't think any coach is going to come in and say, oh, that day 1 was awesome. We got a lot to work on. We've got about 10 more practices before we head up to Syracuse, where we're going to scrimmage them and Vermont in the same day, and then come back and make some adjustments and have 2 weeks of practice before our first game. But I'm looking forward. The guys, there's an edge that started back in the fall of being 5-9, having some close losses, knowing that there were some injuries, but certainly being focused to earn some of this stuff back.
You mentioned day one today. I'm curious, you've done around the coaching game now for a little while. Does it feel the same or does it feel different every day one?
Day one excitement. You can hear it in the cough. Our hope is that we have day one excitement tomorrow at day two, and day one excitement on Wednesday on day three. Because you can really never. It's like game day. Day one is like game day. It's exciting. You get out there. Guys haven't seen each other since the break and the end of the semester. So it was good to be out there. Again, people have seen the weather was good. Our guys were in shorts today. And that may be the last time you see them in shorts until April.
Right. That's a different day one I feel weather-wise, I'm sure. Coach, appreciate the time tonight. We'll be talking to you, of course, during the season.
Thanks for the coverage. We appreciate it.